And so, where things begin, they end. Welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons, Planescape, Torment, the Enhanced Edition. When we last left off, I did a whole bunch of shopping. And by shopping, I mean buying a bunch of heart charms, leading us down to only 45 copper to our name. I've also given the nameless one pretty much all the charms that I needed. Also, making sure the bronze spear is in his inventory, the negative token, the blade of the immortal, and Dionaro's wedding ring. Um, let's see, Mort here has all of my blood charms and clot charms, and just carrying on with all of the tattoos. Maybe I'm making fun of him because he doesn't have any skin. Dakan has nothing but his Whispering Flash, and I handed him the silver hairpin because, I don't know, maybe I'm making fun of him for having no hair. Valor, just two magic rings, his axe, and just didn't have any, place to put this extra bloodfly. Well, I mean, I guess I can just, yeah, 2 points of inventory space is all I need. Anna has everything to remember Farad by. Her original earrings, the Mark of the Savant, and that's it. 2 rings plus 1, but hey, she's down to -4, especially with the earrings plus 2. And Fall from Grace still has her scroll of cure critical wounds, and that's it, really. She has my guts wrapped around her wrist, which is kind of interesting. But hey, they give her +2 to armor class, making her and Dakan, who I never gave another +1 ring to. He's at -7. He's doing fine. But yeah. Hi, Pox. See Pox hunched by the mortuary gate. She doesn't seem to have moved since the last you spoke. Pox, I have more questions for you. Hi? Could you... Yeah, if I pretend to be a debtor, would you sneak me in? Let Pox see you play debtor. You play debtor good, Pox gets you in. Hi? Well, I've now got 25 intelligence, 25 wisdom, and 25 charisma. Let's pretend to be dead. Pox watches your performance out of the sound. When you get back up, he speaks. Hi, Pox sell you. You want to be sold now? Yes. Back to the 2nd floor of the mortuary.
All right.
Let's see if, Ivas is still around. Nope. And if we check down in Farad's old domain, we wouldn't find anything either. So off to find where the end is. Speaking of, you still alive? You are. Hey, doll. Doll glances up at your pro. So, you've returned. Doll takes a rasping breath and breaks into a violent coughing spell. After a moment, subsides, turns to his rasping breathing. Greetings again, restless one. That's more question about you, doll. I guess nothing. Know this, I do not envy you. Yep. Place where things feel cold. Much larger than the other slabs. Sitting on the platform allows it to be rotated. What about my slab? Something about the arch in front of you. Something hauntingly familiar. Bone-numbing chill blankets the air between the two black pillars, as if the arch itself borders some other, colder space. For some reason, you know this is the portal of the Fortress of Regrets. All you need to do now is open it. Just grit our teeth, peel the skin from your left forearm. Yeesh. Clench your teeth and dig your fingernails in your left arm. With a dry, tearing sound, you peel off a strip of skin. The chill between the pillars becomes stronger, almost hungering, as if the portal is open to crack. Let's examine the skin. A scrap of skin has been peeled from the back of your left forearm. The scarred, gray surface reminds you of a zombie's hide. It feels more like a piece of cured leather than a strip of skin. Break your left index finger and inscribe regret on the scrap of flesh with your blood. Break the tip of your index finger. Before the wound can heal, you squeeze forth several drops of your blood. You prepare to scrawl your regret. A series of images float across your mind. Regret what have happened to my companions. I regret my actions. Regret my past. Regret events that led up to this point. Yeah, I've regretted things that have happened to my companions. Whisper the words, but the regret echoes through your mind. I regret having taught Ignis the power to harm others, enslaving Takan all these years, all of my companions that suffered to me reach here. Think of another one. I regret my actions, having to slay Revel, wandering all of the plains when the damn portal is right here where I first woke up. Think of another regret. My past, ever asking to become immortal, damage my previous incarnations done to themselves and others, to the deaths I've caused to cross the multiverse, lying to Dianara to force her to accompany me on this journey. Took this long to find where my mortality is. Have no regrets to repeat. Oh. Lying to Dianara to force her to accompany me on my journey. Scrawl the regret on a scrap of flesh, but your rapid healing forces you to stop every often to recut the wound on your finger and squeeze forth more blood. Several moments later, when you have finished, your blood glistening from the scrap of skin, a combination of your flesh, your blood, and your regret. Watch the blood dry. As you watch the bloody regret dry, a wave of cold washes over you. Look up. The black pillars from either side of the archway are glowing slowly. Motes of misty blue light dripping from their sides, forming a shimmering curtain between them. Beyond the curtain, you can barely make out the weathered stone causeway leading to darkness. Let's leave the portal alone. Oh, wait. Darn it. I was really hoping I'd have just enough experience points to level up. But yeah, let's new save LP end game 1.
I'm gone. All right.
Everybody ready? Valor answers only with silence as you turn to look at him. You look upon his eyes burning into you. They flicker for a moment, as if in thought. Then you're suddenly struck by a terrible feeling. It's searching your features, as if looking for something, some weakness. Fall from grace? I have come this far. It would be rude for me to retire before the final hour. She smiles slightly. Even if you were asked politely, I would not permit it. Seems I have no choice then. Anna? Anna glares at Falls from Grace, turns to you, fire and eyes. If she goes, then so will I. I will not turn stag with ye here, I won't. Very well. Takan, are you with me? Your path is mine. Mort, you ready? Mort hesitates, then glances at the portal, glances at you, glances at the portal again, then gives a rattling sigh. Look, I'm not going to say too much here, but there is something I need to tell you. What is it, Mort? Well, it's about where we're going, or actually, where we've been. Where we've been? What are you talking about? It's so subtle, you almost miss it. Dakon's blade flickers, the edge dulling. As you glance at him, his hands drop to his side as if he's preparing for battle. This isn't the first time we've been through this, you see. We've been to this Fortress of Regrets before, though I didn't know it then. So from the very start, you could have told me where the portal was, what the portal key is, why I'm immortal, what happened to my mortality, and the fact that it's in this fortress. Mort, I'll kill you! You didn't know? How's that possible? It's hard to explain when you've been there. Besides, you don't know the other you. He wasn't exactly the kind of basher to share the camp with us. I mean, I knew he was looking for some place, but I didn't know why, where it was, or what it was. So I couldn't say anything to you because I didn't know anything. I just knew that what happened when we got there. And what happened? Well, we went to this fortress. Even before we landed into the place, we all split up, fighting for our lives. He shudders. So, first thing I want to tell you is if you're determined to go through this, there's a good chance that anybody who goes through that portal is going to end up somewhere far away from everybody else. Thing is, even split up, we may be your only hope. Why do you say that? Because whatever is in that fortress for you, Chief, it's already managed to beat you once, to this day. I don't know how you managed to survive, but if you fall again, you're going to need someone there to pull you out of the fortress. Mort, I need to tell you need to tell me everything you know about the fortress. It's important. This Fortress of Regrets, it stretches on for leagues, Chief. It's a fortress, but it feels more like a plane itself. All stone, all darkness, and shadows everywhere. Shadows. When you go in there, well, you better be prepared. What happened when you first went there? Chief, I don't know what happened to you, but I know what happened to me. I spent my time running from vault to vault, these shadows crawling all over me, trying to bring me down. Then I just... suddenly we were out, like someone pulled us back. Hold on a moment. When you say us, it doesn't sound like you meant just you and me. Mort falls silent. Know that I've walked your path many times, Dakan speaks slowly, as if measuring each word. His blade become a misty gray, as if Dakan's mind has drifted. A portion of your path is known to me. 5 walked this path to the fortress. Each died their own death. But who were they? How'd they die? I died the death of faith. The skull died the death of courage. The woman died the death of grief. The blind archer died the final, most merciful death. The death of the body. You died the death of the memory. But who were these people? The skull was me, Mort says quietly. The woman was some chit named Dayanara. I never knew the archer. He was the one who knew his targets without seeing them. Many shadows fell beneath his rain of arrows. Yeah, Mort rattles as if shivering. Chief, at this fortress, there's shadows everywhere. There was a darkness there. And every shadow was Sherlock Tor. Dakon's voice was a whisper. His dead black eyes seemed to be staring into something just beyond you. They are tormented creatures. The wounds in your spirits are known to them. They will attack you through them. Yeah, they spoke to me like the Pillar of Skulls. Mort's voice drops. They knew. All right, look at you two. I need to know all you can tell me about this fortress. The shadows suffer. They know of torment. They know how to torture you, and that which has wounded your heart. When you face them, know that you face which has killed you once. Dakan, Mort, you and I survived. What happened to the archer and Dayanara? The archer died the death of the body. The woman died the death of the spirit. I could not save the woman because it was not your will that she be saved. Her grave was dry of tears. No one knew to mourn her passing. But why did I not want her saved? Your will was known only to you. All right, look, you two. I need to know all you can tell me about the fortress. I can't tell you any more, Chief, except we're bound to be divided as soon as we arrive. It's a huge place, and it's crawling with shadows. And somewhere in that fortress is something more powerful than any of us. Nothing lives there. The walls are darkness. All right, before I step through this portal, is there anything else you feel like sharing that you think might help me? Well, Mort pauses. Yeah, one other thing you should know. The you I knew before, the you that led us there, he wasn't like you. At all. What do you mean? All I'm saying is that, despite all your asinine behavior, you got more spirit than he ever did. The other you. He was detached from everything. So I just want you to keep that in mind. But that's not all you want to say, is it? No, more pauses. There's one other thing. I may have not liked the other you very much, but he was one smart basher. Smartest basher I'd ever known. He always had every angle covered. If he died at the fortress, that means, well... You don't think I can succeed, do you? No, Mort shakes his head. It's not that, Chief. Because it's not always who's the smartest, or who's the most powerful, or who's the toughest. Sometimes it's just down to who you are and what you really want. I mean... Once you wanted to become immortal, but in the end, is that what you really wanted? Just be sure of what you want this time. That's all I'm saying. Fair enough. Look, Mort, we haven't really talked about this, but you know, you don't have to come with me to this place. I'll understand if you don't want to. Yeah, I know, Chief. I can't lie to you. I don't want to go. But I will. Just to know that once we step through this portal, it's not going to be just about you anymore. It's our lives you're playing with, and we don't get backup when we die. Then why are you? Because it's what Ravel said in the maze. Grace's voice is so soft you almost missed it. Isn't it, Mort? What Ravel said in the maze, when she said you draw people who suffer to you like a lodestone. Mort shakes his head. Maybe it's because you've been suffering all this time. Maybe it's when you end up settling things. Maybe we'll know a bit of peace too, maybe. Maybe so. Then, are you with me, Mort? Why not, Chief? Mort shakes his head. I mean, we've gone to every other horrible plane in the multiverse I can think of. Why not take that extra step over the cliff? Gives a rattling sky. Are you ready? Because if you're not... I'm ready, Mort. There's nothing more I can do to prepare myself. Are you with me? Well, Mort glances at the shimmering blue circle and gives another rattling sign. Sure, let's go. I mean, any place has got to be better than rattling our bone box in the mortuary, right? All right, then. Okay. Whew.
All right.
Let's enter the Fortress of Regrets. In the negative material plane. The Fortress of Regrets. Not a nice place. And everyone's disappeared. Which is why I gave pretty much everything to me. Skin of Regrets. Scrap of your flesh with regret inscribed on it. It's a small tattered thing, but looking at it makes you feel uncomfortable. It has a strange weight about it and feels heavier than it should. Weight 1, but yeah, I guess that could be
All right.
heavier than you might think. Nothing here. Oh. Dianara. Before you is the ghostly form of Dianara. Her spectral gown seems stirred by some ethereal breeze. She's standing at the edge of the black stone causeway, staring out in the emptiness of the plain. Dianara? My love, you should not be here. You must leave this place at once. Dianara, what is this place? Is this the fortress? This is the Fortress of Regrets. It is the place that holds the moment of my death prisoner, and I may not stray far from its halls. If you can find a way back to Sigil, you must. If you stay here, my love, you shall die. What of my immortality? Surely I'm still immortal even here. She shakes her head. No, my love. There's something about this fortress. The shell that surrounds it is cut off from the rest of the planes. It is that shell that acts as a barrier to your immortality. How could this shell act as an obstacle? It makes no sense. As I have maintained my vigil here, my place, I have come to learn to the nature of your immortality, my love. It is a thing that hungers for the lives of others. At the moment of your death, it claims another living thing in your place, allowing you to live. The soul that dies in your place is brought here, to the fortress, as a shadow. I believe this shell prevents your immortality from finding another victim. So when I die, another dies in my place, and if I can't find another living being to die for me, then you will die in this place. It is the end, for there is nothing that lives here, so you must be careful. Return to Sigil and leave this cursed place. But my allies are here. That means they are inside the shell. What happens to them if I die? My love, if you brought anything that lives with you to this place, then it is in terrible danger, both from the shadows and from you. Should you die here, your immortality will hunt for the closest living thing in the fortress, and that is the one that shall die in your place. You must leave now. I can't go back, so you're telling me anything else useful? What lies in the fortress? There is no natural darkness within the fortress, my love. Only the shades for those who have died in your place. The energies of this plane feed them, and their hatred for you is beyond all reason, for they will not permit you to leave. She throws a glance at the wall of the fortress. Do not enter, I beg of you. But my allies are in there. I cannot leave them. Do you have any idea where they might be? If you brought others, they were cast from you when you arrived. It is the nature of this place to divide living things, then kill them. She looks distraught. The fortress is a thing of many miles. Finding your friends will be difficult. I have to find them. There is no choice in the matter.
Updated my journal.
Very well, my love. If you intend on going on, know this. Past the entrance to the fortress is the great antechamber with countless shadows. You must move swiftly to not let them gather around you, or you will surely be slain. One thing more. Dianara positive, trying to collect the fleeting memory. Within the chamber are great clocks. Her voice becomes sturdy and more certain. Clocks which you spoke of once when having been the key to escaping that chamber, when you were trapped once before. She looks at you. I know I cannot stay from your course. I shall watch you. I shall help if I can. I brought your ring, Dianara. Found your legacy to me. The ring still holds a part of me within it, my love. When you carry it, you carry my heart with you. She closes her eyes for a moment, and you suddenly feel a warmth pass through you. Dianara opens her eyes and smiles. I knew you would return it to me in your keeping. Carry it now with my blessing, and keep it close to your heart. Through it, I will defend you. You have my thanks, Dianara. I must go now. So that is now turned into a Ring of Protection +3. Nice. But when we come back, folks, regrets. All the regrets. Have a good one.